Hey guys, if you know me, or if you don't know me but you've been following my YouTube, my old Facebook I don't use anymore in the last 2 years, and my newly started TikTok page. If you know me, if you've been following me, then you'll know that during my pregnancy with my daughter, who's about to be 8 in December, I gained a lot of weight. During and after the pregnancy, I went from 150 pounds to 305. Now, I was in the 200s during the pregnancy and when I had the pregnancy. So the pregnancy, I put on 80 pounds. All right. So I went up to 230. Now, somehow I added another 80 pounds in the 2 years after the pregnancy. Okay. Because I was eating processed food. I was eating fast food, takeout. I was eating junk food. I was eating a tub of ice cream to the face. Yeah, guilty as charged. Me and Felix would literally sit there every night. Movie night! We would watch a movie and go to sleep to a movie every night. And I would literally, it got to the point, first it was just a little ice cream. And the ice cream was so good. I would get more and more. It got to the point where I was just zoning out. You know, I would smoke and I would just zone out and just eat the whole carton to my face alone, okay? Literally almost every time. So I realized I had a really big issue with ice cream. But besides that, it was the takeout. It was the meat. I was eating meat. I was having an acidic diet. I was not following any kind of a healthy diet in any way, shape, or form. I was eating comfort and for convenience and comfort. And that was it. So I was up to 305 pounds. And at that point, I had a stroke. Okay? The right side of my brain, oxygen couldn't get to my brain, so they couldn't find the cause of it. It's possible that it was due to a tiny defect in the structure of my heart where there was a tiny little opening, and they did a test. This was the only test that was a possible cause, like the only test that indicated maybe this was the cause of the stroke, because nothing else, everything else was negative. The only thing that could have possibly caused it was this tiny structural defect in my heart. They did an IV saline solution, and they saw on a sonogram of my heart, they saw bubbles, and that indicated that the saline was going through the hole, and that possibly a little bit of blood went into the wrong chamber, clotted up, and traveled up to the brain. Now, I was completely numb and dead on one half of my body. My left side of my body, no, I'm sorry, I mixed it up. It was my dominant hand that went numb, so it was my right side. So it was the left side of my brain, but the right side of my body. I always mix it up because it was like literally 4 years ago at this point. And I was left with brain damage. They told me it was about the size of like a golf ball, you know, or a tennis ball, like a ball, like a circle. And I saw this too on the brain scan. There was a circle of just black. And that was the damage that was left as a result of this stroke, where I had not gotten oxygen to the right side of my brain. No, the left side of my brain, which made the right side of my body go numb for 3 days. Interestingly, just like Jesus, died for 3 days and then was resurrected and came back to life. Magically in the hospital with no like medication to make the body come back or something. Like there was nothing they gave me that like made it heal. It just naturally on its own, suddenly the numbness started to go away. I started to be able to move my hand. I started to be able to write. And so that was it. The only lasting effects of the stroke were the brain damage, and that caused brain fog. It caused forgetfulness, extreme forgetfulness, getting tongue-tied, getting overwhelmed, severe memory issues, very severe memory issues to the point that I would just forget what I was doing in the moment. So it was short-term, very severe short-term memory issues, like in the moment, like if I leave the room, like when I transition from a space to another space, transitions throw me off. So I've been healing that with my herbalism, with mushrooms and different herbs to help with the brain, right? Like some of the big ones I love, gotu kola, lion's mane mushroom, reishi mushroom. There's a lot of really great herbs for brain health that I take, and I also take cardiovascular herbs like cayenne pepper. I eat kimchi every single day because of the pepper and the fermented benefits for the gut. So it's like I have certain specific things that I've been taking daily, and some things you don't take daily forever, so you have to switch it up. So in that case, I substitute, and I'll do like a month, 2 months. I usually do 2 to 3 months of a certain herb, depending on which herb. And then I switch to the alternate version that does the same thing, so that I'm not taking the same herb every day for years on end. You know, you have to switch it up because your body gets accustomed to these things. So I have pretty much pinned down my whole protocol. Now, I lost the weight. Now, I was 305 pounds, and I'll show you guys videos and pictures of how I used to look. I lost the weight. So now, what I think I would consider myself is skinny fat, because I'm thin now. I'm thin, and I'm happy with it. But I got flab. Now, I first attributed this to the extreme weight loss. I thought, okay, well, girl, you lost half your weight in fat. Obviously, it's going to take some time for your skin to like tighten up, right? So I was starting to take herbs and putting lotion and doing a lot of lymphatic, which I think everyone needs to do. Not even think, I know everyone should be doing lymphatic movements where you actually, we do it like this: 1, 2, 3, about 9 times, at least 9. 9's a sweet spot because it's a master number. But anyway, you go like that. You got to get your lymph flowing. So you got to do these special lymphatic. You just banging on your body in certain spots on the nodes to get them to wake up and then start moving. Okay, because we have to move the lymph, and the lymph doesn't move on its own. It doesn't have a pump. It's like if you have a hose, like a garden hose, but it's circular, but it has no end. The hose is just, it goes into itself and it's full of water. Like it's like a toy, let's say, and it's a little rubber hose that's just a circle. So the water doesn't ever come out. It's always just in there squeezy. So there's no pump there. It's just, it doesn't move unless you squeeze it manually, physically, manually squeeze it. So that's how the lymph is. The lymph system, there's vessels, just like your blood vessels, but they carry lymph, okay? And they don't have a pump. They have to be squeezed. And then the centers, the nodes are like the like garbage receptacle site or whatever. Like that's the dump, basically. Or let's say filters. The lymph nodes are like filters. Okay, so every so often there's a node, and at the node, that's where it filters out all the crap that the lymph liquid has accumulated on its way through your body, and it filters it through the filters. And then all the garbage that it found and filtered out, the lymph nodes will now make these skin garbage bags and start growing tumors and start growing like all these, they'll say it's cancer. It's all waste that has nowhere to go, that your body created a little garbage bag to shove it into, okay? So everyone needs to be doing lymphatic movements every day, okay? I'm gonna do a video on that soon. But until then, just do a quick internet search. How to move lymphatic movements, you know, lymph cleansing, okay? Get on that, start doing that daily. So now I lost all the weight. I thought, okay, my skin's like saggy because I lost all the weight, right? It'll take some time to bounce back. So I started doing weight training. I kept up with the cardio, working out and stuff like that, and stretching and yoga. So now I'm at the point where it's been about 2 years. And I'm still skinny fat. So I'm thinking, okay, well now something's got to change. I need to up the ante with this muscle working out. I think I'm not taking enough protein, so I'm revamping my entire diet now. And I've come to find, with working with clients and also on my own experiments on my own body, that the alkaline and the fasting, and I mean, that's like something you should be doing your whole life, but everyone needs to take like a 60-day break from whatever diet they love to follow and just focus on only alkaline fruits, vegetables, some nuts and seeds, and that's it. Okay, and herbs. That's it. Everyone needs to do this for, you hear the beeping? For 60 days. After the 60 days, then we go and we say, okay, now what's our real diet going to be for every day? Do we feel healed? Are we good? Can we just go onto our daily protocol to keep up this body and health? Or are we still working to a goal, a health goal? Are we still worried about something? Is there still something we need to heal? So we need to modify this, because we can't do you don't want to be on an intense, low protein, you know, like detoxing diet forever. That's 60 days, okay? You got 2 months for that. That's like a quick kickstart detox. Now you did that. Now you go into the next level up, which is you're not going to go back into just like eating meat and eating whatever you want. No. That's where I'm at now. So now I'm formulating the daily plan. So once I do, I'm going to start, and you guys can do it with me. I think it would be fun if I document this whole process and like do like a challenge and ask other people if they want to get involved, and like we can all communicate and do this together and support each other. Wouldn't that be cool? So we're going to do a 60-day detox, right? Alkaline detox. Fruits, vegetables, herbs, limited nuts and seeds. It's going to be all alkaline forming foods. That's it, okay? Lots of juicing too. After the 60 days, I'm going to keep updating you guys and giving you more, but I'm creating the diet that I want to follow, where I'm not going to be on my forever long-term maintenance diet. This is going to be in between that. This is the next step up from intense detox jumpstart. Now we're going into, okay, healing diet, but good to keep up for daily maintenance, but still targeting specific health goals, right? And we're going to follow that until we feel safe and until we feel secure in that we've healed whatever it was that was going on. And at that point, we'd move into the phase 3, which is the daily for the rest of your life maintenance diet. And so I'm formulating this, and I'm going to work on this, and I'm going to update you guys, and I'm actually going to be writing books on these topics, and just really trying to get this information out there, because a lot of people don't know what to eat, and a lot of people think that they need to buy all these special, expensive, imported foreign things. You don't. The best things for your body are growing right outside your door. Literally. Right outside your door. Literally. Like the weeds. Weeds. These are the best things. Do you see that poke? Okay, they just cut it. My neighbors cut it down. There's a poke bush right there. Okay, you see the dead piece hanging. I have another giant one on the other side. Oh, maybe you can see it from here. Okay, right above that shed, that's a giant poke bush. Poke is literally like the only plant that can move lymph, the only medicine in the world that actually causes the lymph to move. I was just talking about doing lymph cleansing. If you have a pokeberry bush, you can take the berries, take one berry, put in your armpit, squish it and rub it in your armpit and make your armpit magenta purple. And walk around like that every day. Do you know that that will go right into your lymph node, absorb, and that will actually make your lymph move? If you did that coupled with the lymphatic movements every day and hit all the lymph nodes, there's ones in the face, there's ones in the neck, there's ones in the armpits, in the groin, the stomach. There's a lot of lymph nodes. There are many, many, many ones, but there are some certain like main ones that we want to hit every single day. And if you did that coupled with pokeberry, that would be amazing to kickstart your detoxing. But there are just so many things that we can do to help ourselves. And you don't need to go crazy. You don't need to be overwhelmed and stressed out. It starts with one change every day. So I just wanted to just get this off my chest. I just wanted to talk about it because this is what I'm going through at the moment. You know, I'm skinny fat now, and like I need to change something. So I'm going to be doing more weight training. I'm going to be pumping up my protein intake. And I'm making a video about protein right now. Actually, it's still in the editing phase, so I'm not done. It will be uploaded hopefully later today. But I've realized I wasn't eating enough protein. Now, I thought it was fine because we really are told we need a lot more protein than we do. But I'm going to do an experiment where I eat more protein. And so the other interesting thing is I'm not going to be getting any of this protein from animal sources. It's going to be strictly from plants. And to make it even more interesting, we're going to try to do strictly from wild crafted, foraged, and garden plants that I picked myself and made a protein powder. I made this, I made that, all homemade. So I'm going to be experimenting, documenting, sharing it, and teaching you guys how to do it yourself. Okay? So I'm really excited because this is the stuff that I do personally, and now I have like a platform to actually get this information out and share it with others and like show people like you can do it too. You can do it too. I'm telling you, if I could do it, if I came this far, like literally 9 years ago, I was doing drugs. And now I have a beautiful little family. I'm an herbalist. I have a college degree. Okay. I've changed my life, my health, everything turned around, a complete 180. If I can do that, and I thought I was going to be dead. I thought I was just not going to make it past 26. And look at me. I'm 36. And I'm the healthiest and happiest I've ever been in my entire life. I found God. Like, I've never been happy in my life. I'm happy. Okay? I'm telling you, if I can do this, and herbs help me big time. If I can do this, I know you can do it too. And that's why I'm here, because this is my mission. Like, literally, this is my mission bestowed upon me from the divine, from God. I am here to have this horrible life experience, suffer, have a terrible, terrible time, literally almost die so many times. It's amazing that I'm even alive right now. The amount of times in different weird ways that I almost was taken out. And I'm still here. It's like I can't be, deleted. It's like I have to fulfill my purpose. And I found out my purpose is to have all these crazy experiences and then be able to share them with other people and share how I overcame it, how I got out of it, how I changed my life. What did I do? What am I still doing? What am I still experiencing? What am I still, what are the after effects of all this, right? And how am I managing it? And give you the knowledge and the tools so that if you're going through any of the things that I went through, you could feel hope. You can know the secrets. You'll have all that secret information in your back pocket ready for when you need it. Like, oh, if I'm in withdrawal, these herbs can help. Okay, wild lettuce? Really? That's a natural opiate, but it's not an opiate, but it hits the same receptor as opiates, so the body thinks it's taking an opiate and it's not? No way. I didn't know that existed. I didn't either until I became an herbalist and holistic health practitioner. And like all this information, I have to share it and help people. So if you're interested in anything I just said, please follow me. I'm on YouTube and I'm on TikTok under Spirit Medicine Apothecary. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have the healthiest, happiest day.